What we really wanted to do was create a new kind of Resident Evil that has never been made before. We wanted to keep the setting and that Resident Evil feel to the game, but in terms of the game systems and how the game played, we wanted to do something completely new that's never been done before in the series. One other goal we had was, this is not a numbered Resident Evil game. We wanted to do something that you could never do in a straight-up numbered Resident Evil game. So all of that makes for a very aggressive and very challenging game, but we're really happy with how it's going. At its base level, it is set during the time of Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3 within Raccoon City. We can't really go into too many details about the story, of course, but you can definitely expect to learn a lot of new interesting things and for a lot of surprises to happen that you didn't see coming. The USS, the Umbrella Security Service, they are coming into the city specifically to erase any evidence of Umbrella's involvement in this outbreak. So that is going to be their focus throughout the game. So at a high level, you've got the USS, the Umbrella Security Service, fighting against American military special forces. These two sides, they have a lot of different special abilities, and you use these in the battle, along with Raccoon City itself, which is an environment filled with monsters and zombies. You use those monsters and the zombies to your advantage while you're fighting, and that's one of the things that makes the multiplayer really unique in our minds. Co-op is obviously very different than the battle-focused multiplayer. You can experience the full-featured game scenario with your friends, basically. It's really a lot of fun for traditional fans, or for fans of the traditional Resident Evil series, for sure. When you're playing in co-op, you've got the zombies and monsters to worry about, as well as the special forces. So certainly in times where it's really difficult to get through it by yourself, working together with your friends in co-op can make for a really fun and satisfying experience. So first off, two of the really big differences about this game is obviously the controls and the feel of the game. It's a much more fast-paced, action-based game than what you're used to in the Resident Evil series. Also, you're playing as the bad guy, basically. That's something that is definitely very new and different that I think people weren't necessarily expecting, and it makes the game feel very different than other games in the series. On the other hand, it's definitely the setting, Raccoon City, and a lot of the characters that you see coming into play are incredibly familiar to fans of the series. And as in other Resident Evil games, you're going to see a lot of really interesting twists and turns in the story. A lot of stuff that is going to surprise and hopefully delight Resident Evil fans all over the world. Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City will be hopefully available in the winter. You guys, I look forward to some new information coming soon.